Good afternoon. That's right, I said afternoon. It's 1:30 on Saturday afternoon, April 20th, and this thing says it's 67 degrees, but I don't believe that. I don't believe it's updated yet. I would say it's more like 76. Alright, so I'm on my way to work. No, I'm not on my way to work. I've been at work. I'm now on my way to Burger King, BK. My mom says she wants a fish sandwich from Burger King. You know, Burger King doesn't have salads. They used to have salads. I'm not saying they were the best, but they used to have salads, and they don't now. And she told me she was starving and that I was to go straight to Burger King and come home. So that means I can't stop to get me salad mix. I'll have to come back out. And that's just not going to happen. I'm tired. I guess I'll have to DoorDash it. DoorDash it. Oh well. Anyway. So I saw Tim's video that he's leaving Boynton Beach again. You know, he didn't say never to return, but he said for a long time. I have a feeling that he got a visit from the city saying, we're going to come back next week and you best be gone. I don't know that. That's just my guess. Somebody told me that, you know, that the city's all the time coming over there and checking now since it was reported. I assume that if that is the case, he probably said, well, he's helping us out with the project. He'll be gone in a few days. So he's now headed west once again. And when I hear that, I think of Traveling Robert's song, Driving to the West into the Sunset. Driving to the West. You know, I enjoy his channel. If you want to watch a real person travel and do a vlog, take great videos, and, you know, has a great personality, then watch Traveling Robert. And he goes to national parks and records. And I don't know if he may have a license. I don't know. I don't think money is an issue with him. I mean, I don't think goes overboard, but I just don't think money is. He does whatever he can to make a good video. I'll put it that way. A good vlog. So if he needs to buy a license, you know, fee, whatever, he's going to do it. That's all I can say. Anyway, let's get back to old Tim. Lord, there goes a daggone teardrop camper on the way to the lake. Yeah, we got a lake here. It's not no huge lake, but that's probably where they're going. But don't tell Tim. Of course, he wouldn't pay the fee anyway. He says that he's going to find him a place to make his home base for the season or whatever. And he might even come back and get the flagstaff that he hasn't sold. Now, I know I put up the video, the short about the flagstaff, and I didn't take it down. Because, you know, it's kind of a joke anyway, so that's why I left it up. But I'm going to address a couple of questions that was in the comments about the selling of the e-bikes and trike, the generators. I'll insert the pictures here so you can see where they were listed. And I'll try to find that video where he met the lady that bought the scooter from, the e-scooter from him. Now, he did, now to give him credit, he did buy a TV from her. I don't know how much he paid. Probably not a lot, but I'm sure the scooter was more than the TV. I don't know. And, you know, again on that, I know some people suggested that he sell it and then donate the money, and that would have been great. Or I had the thought that he could give it to a charity there locally, and then they could raffle it off. You know, if they, you know, let's just say, for instance, it's I'm just going to throw one out here. An animal shelter or something like that. Then I was thinking they could, you know, not auction it, but raffle it off. So I understand that you don't need 10 e-bikes unless you've got a large family or something. And I understand his son's got his own. And as far as I know, his son bought his own. Tim did not give him one. But now, if I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong. But I don't think that's the case. But if somebody knows differently, feel free to list it below. I'll own my mistakes. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, I'll cut down that hair, but I had to have some. It's now up to 75, so that's more like it. And it is overcast. Overcast. Okay, so anyway, I said I would own my mistake if I'm wrong. As far as I know, he did not give one. He said he offered one to Jolene, and she didn't want it. But did he really? We can only take his word for it. So I'm going to say he offered it, and she didn't want it. You know, he may have offered it to her for $500, and she didn't want it, so we don't know. Another reason why I thought he might be getting out of town is maybe he's realizing what we've been saying all along, is that he's fallen for Jolene, and he thinks, I need to get out of here. You know. Stranger things have happened. The one thing I will say is he does mention in that driving video on Friday when he's driving to Fort Lauderdale, and it amazes me how he can't remember how to get there. And I know that I'm one of the, probably, I've been told that they've never seen somebody that has more of a sense of direction than me and can remember directions. Now, I don't think I can remember them like I used to, but anyway, that happens with age. But I remember where I've been. So anyway, he's saying at the end of that video, he's asking for buy me a coffee, and he actually says only if you have the means. You know, he makes it clear he don't want people giving their last dollar. And guess where that came from? That came from some of us. I'm not going to say that he got it from me, but I did say it. But I think that's great. I think that is great that he's finally realizing that he needs to say just a tad more. All right, I got to put you back on. Sorry I had to keep stopping you, but I know Burger King doesn't allow the camera there. And I mean, I don't want to do that to you or to the person working either. Anyway, I think that he's watching us and he's seeing where he could improve. And I think that, you know, I'll give him credit for that. He also said he was going to find him a new doctor, and I think that's a good idea. Find him a doctor that maybe is, you know, ask around. Don't just, you know, look and see who's on your insurance. And then once you find that, then ask around. You know, ask somebody. Do you know anything about this doctor? You know, have you ever had to have surgery on your eyes or something like that? And then see who they went to. You know, that's mostly the way a lot of people do this day and time. Yes, they see who's on their insurance, and then they ask, Lord, why is this car going so daggone slow? Gosh. I should have turned, but I don't know what they were going so slow for. I mean, I bet they weren't doing 15 miles an hour. And that street right there, it's 25 because of the school, but still. Anyway, that's about all I got to say about Tim today. I did see a good parody from Squirrel. I can't remember the channel name exactly, but I'll list it below to where you can go watch it if you haven't seen it. It's really good. Grifter did, he did, which he calls himself New Mexico Tim. He did a little spoof parody on him laying in his camper that he has. He has a nice camper. His is about the size I would want if I was, you know, going to have one. And, you know, what I have said if I ever had one is I'd go to NASCAR races. You know, like I'd go to Talladega. There would be, I wouldn't care. I mean, like Talladega, I would like to go to. I don't know if I want to camp at Daytona or not, but Talladega and Darlington, those are the two that I really think I would like to camp at. I've camped at Atlanta, and it was all right. But everybody says the fun is at Talladega. That's the big one, and that's why I told Tater that that's where he needed to go. But I don't know if he ever responded. I didn't go back and look. He probably don't like me anymore anyway. I didn't really say anything bad about him. Not yet. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Hope y'all have a great weekend. Talk to you later. Love you. Bye.